Hi, boys and girls. It is time for math, and today we're going to talk about measuring time. And before, we talked about time with beats. Do you remember we talked about the tortoise and the hare? And then if we were to clap to time somebody, we talked about how if somebody clapped faster than somebody else, or if they clapped slower, that it wouldn't be the same all the time. So it wasn't it wasn't a good way to time people doing beats. So today we're going to measure time using seconds. And seconds are the same all the time. Not like our beats when we could do them faster or we could do them slower. Seconds are the same all the time. So do you think seconds would be more dependable, Miss Barrett?
Absolutely, because seconds, like Mrs. Rogers said, they're the same everywhere too. All around the world, they're the same.
Yeah, and they don't get faster, they don't get slower.
Nope.
And so we're going to look at some things that we use to keep time, things that we can time with seconds, and then we will guess how long it takes us to do some activities, and then we will time ourselves and see how close we are, because we want to get a good idea of how long it takes us to do things and how long seconds actually are. Yeah. Because a lot of times, you might ask somebody to do something like, hey, Miss Barrett, come over here. And she says, okay, I'll be there.
In a minute. I'll just wait a minute. In a minute, I'll be there.
But it could actually be like 5 minutes.
Or a couple seconds.
Or it could be a second.
Mm-hmm.
And so not always what we say or what we think is exactly a second or a minute.
Yep.
So we're going to practice timing those things. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
So we're going to look at our clock. And everybody see the red hand on our clock. Our clock is not correct, but that's okay. Every time the second hand ticks, that is 1 second. So if we watch it, and we'll watch it for 10 seconds. And, okay, 10 seconds is up. And we watch every time the second hand ticked, that was a second. So this is a way to measure time. So if you say, okay, we're going to stop working in 30 seconds, you could watch the second hand tick 30 times and you would know that is exactly 30 seconds. All right, we'll put the clock down. Let's look at some other. You guys have probably seen timers like this. They are sand timers. And when you turn them over, the amount of time it takes for the sand to drop is your goal. So this timer, it has less sand in it, so this is a 30-second timer. So if I was to say, Miss Barrett, we're going to go to recess in 30 seconds, so I could turn it over and time it, and when all the sand went out, it would be time to go to recess. Here's another sand timer that is 1 minute. And so same thing, if I said, okay, we're going to go to recess in 1 minute, I would time us, and when all the sand came out, it would be 1 minute. And there's more sand in this one. And how about our last timer, Miss Barrett?
That looks like a 2-minute timer.
So this is a 2-minute timer. And when you turned it over, if we said we're going to go to recess in 2 minutes, we would turn it over, and by the time all the sand dropped through, it would be 2 minutes.
Now, I'm going to add something to this. A lot of dentists pass these out to kids. My kids have a 2-minute timer that when you start brushing your teeth, you turn the timer over, and when all the sand goes out, then you're done brushing your teeth, because 2 minutes is a good time. That's long enough to get all your teeth brushed.
And you know what? On that note, we could talk about 30 seconds for washing your hands.
Yep.
You should wash your hands for 30 seconds to kill all those germs.
Yep.
So that's a good thing to remember. And so if you have a toothbrushing timer at home too, my kids have one also. You could time yourself washing your hands.
Yep.
Okay, and here's another way to to watch time. This is a stopwatch, and it starts and stops. It has a bunch of zeros when you push the on button, and when you push the start button, it starts counting seconds. And so if you want to time somebody, if I wanted to say, okay, I'm going to run around the field 1 time, you'll probably see Mrs. Perkins using.
I was just going to say that. Mrs. Perkins uses a stopwatch a lot.
During PE.
Yep.
And then she'll time you running. Like when you guys go to PE, she said you run for 5 minutes. She times you. She doesn't count on her hand, or she doesn't count beats. She times you with a timer so that it's accurate. It's the same every time.
For every kid.
Yes, exactly. And then our last timer we're going to look at is on our cell phones. Almost everybody has a timer on their phone. And there's two timers. There's one where you can just start the time. So if you want to have a set amount of time, if you want to have 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can set it and it will count down for you, and then your alarm will go off when that time is up. Or you can do the stopwatch, where they're just zeros, and when you press start, you can time how long it takes
to do something.
Yes. So if you guys have a timer at home, you can use it for this activity. If you have a sand timer, if you have a parent or your own phone, you could use the timer on your phones. You could ask a grown-up to help you figure that out. Or you could even ask if you have a stopwatch at home or a clock. You could use this at home. Or if you have a watch, if mom or dad or grandma or grandpa has a watch, you could ask to borrow their watch to count seconds.
Yeah. And a lot of watches have stopwatches on them.
So there's a lot of things to keep time.
Yep.
All right, so we have a paper in our packet called Measuring Time. And so what it gives us is times that we think how long it will take us to do something, and then so you do it one time. The first one, it says it will take blank time, so you're going to guess how long to take 10 star jumps. Well, star jumps is like jumping jacks because you look like a star when your arms go out. And how long do you think it would take to do 10 jumping jacks? How long do you think it would take, Miss Barrett?
I'm going to guess maybe 12 seconds.
12 seconds. So you can guess. You can write down your guess. So I'll write 12 on the line for 12 seconds. And then you do your actual 10 jumping jacks. And then time yourself, or have somebody time you, and see how many seconds it takes to do your 10 jumping jacks. Our next one, it said, I think it will take blank time to run around the oval. So you know what an oval looks like. It looks like a squished circle, like an egg. So you can run in an oval in your living room. You could go outside and do it. Run in an oval and guess how long you think it will take you. So you could guess maybe 10 seconds. And then, so write down the number that you guess, and then do it again with somebody timing you with their seconds, and find out how long it actually takes. So we're not going to do jumping jacks or run, but the next one we're going to do is I think it will take how long to build a tower with 10 blocks. So Miss Barrett and I are going to guess, and then we're going to build a tower with 10 blocks and time and see how long it takes. Would you like to build the tower?
Okay. I will build the tower.
How long do you think it will take for us to build the tower?
I'm going to guess it's going to take us 15 seconds to build the tower.
15 seconds. Okay, I'm going to write down 15 to build the tower.
Okay.
And I will time you on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to use the stopwatch. So I'm going to start it when she starts, and as soon as she's done, I'm going to push stop. Everybody got it? Okay, we have 15 seconds. We have 10 blocks. Ready?
I'm ready.
Set. Go. Ooh, that took almost 11 and a half seconds. Ooh, we were pretty close, huh? That was a good guess. So I'm just going to put 11 seconds. We're just going to make it even. Okay, so it actually took 11 seconds.
So it took less time than what we guessed.
Okay, our next one is I think it will take how much time to sing the alphabet? Would you like to sing the alphabet? Or do you want me to sing the alphabet?
Whichever. I'm going to guess 28 seconds.
28 seconds. Okay, I'm going to timer again. Ready?
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, we got to write it down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
What did you say, 28 seconds?
28 seconds to say.
28.
I'm going to say it. I'm not going to sing it.
Okay.
I might break into song. We'll see.
Ready? Go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, QRSTUVWXYZ.
Ooh, 13 seconds.
Oh my gosh, it was a lot less time.
That was very fast. So 13 seconds. It actually takes about 13 seconds.
Okay.
So you guys can do these on your own at home and have a grown-up or maybe a big brother or sister help you time yourself. And then there's a last one that is my choice. So you can choose whatever you would like to time. It could be running across your yard. It could be
Push-ups.
Push-ups.
Yep. Jumping on the trampoline.
Yep.
Doing a flip or something.
Jump rope, anything that you would like to time. That can be your choice. And then the last thing you have, this is for practice. Practice counting by 2s, by 5s, and by 10s. All those things that we have done. But these are just practice for you. So have fun keeping time, boys and girls.